Welcome to Aaron Plays. I'll be continuing my scenario 15 from Storming the Gap, where the East Germans attempting to exit off either of these two roads, though I have personally advocated this road here. If I was to play this scenario, I would need to write down that is my objective. Technically, the Americans that are defending do not know that. We're just about to start turn 4. The mist that started in the beginning of the game has cleared, so we have perfect lines of sight at the present moment in time. Let us begin. First card draw. Okay, designated formation. So with that card drawn, I can use it for either these, which are the T-72s, or the infantry formation. We've still got quite a few guys to enter the board. However, I've started to be involved with an armoured fight here and feel the need to continue that, or at least maybe continue to move. Remembering for the victory conditions, I just need to exit 3 units off that road. It doesn't say anything about losses, so I could push onto the road, but these two formations would have multiple shots by done so. So I think I need to take care, or at least weaken these formations before I push the road. So with this formation activated, the first thing I will do is go through the sequence of play. Nothing to refresh. Command status. Appears like everybody's in command. Command range for this formation is 5. This tank belongs to the infantry. No missiles to reload. Disruption removal. They have got 1 disrupted unit. Their morale is 7, as designated by the house rule. If you want to see where I got that from, please watch the introduction. Morale 7, which they fail. There's no off-board artillery, therefore we're into the action sequence. Okay. So the range, we've got multiple of these guys in line of sight, is 8. Do I aim at the slightly weaker Patterns or the Abrahams? They're on a hill. I think we'll go for the Patterns. So now I could combine these in volley fire. Okay, which will add an extra dice to the attack for the one. But no, I'm going to fire them individually on this first one. So this top unit firing at the closest enemy. This is the one with the HQ there. Range of 8, so it's at normal range. So it's 3 dice at 4. No modifiers. That's 3 hits. The armor of this vehicle's got 3 dice at 5. No modifiers. It saves 2 of them. So it's taken, or it's disrupted. I'll then fire the next unit down, which will be exactly the same, 3 dice at 4. 2 hits. They're saving the same, 3 dice at 5. Note that the HQ doesn't help in saving from being hit. It saved those 2 hits. Okay. Right. So my tank with a HQ, the tank with a HQ, will fire at the same target. Okay. So if that was 8, that would be 9 hex range. So still within normal range. So stealth 3 dice at 4. But this time with the HQ adding, we get 5 dice at 4. Only 2 hits. And it's still got its 3 dice at 5 to save. no saves. Okay, so that takes that tank out of the action. So let's now make that a place rec. Bring up the casualty box. One of the things about Vassal, doesn't like multi-boxes standing over each other. Okay, so that goes into the casualty box. The HQ automatically goes in the casualty box because it was the last unit in the stack is suppressed and reduced automatically. Okay. The next tank down in that stack will be firing at this tank, and it will fire at 3 dice at 4. 2 hits, 3 dice at 5 to save, 1 save, disrupted. Okay. Right. I think I'm quite happy to carry on a shooting match here with the Americans. These two, well, the first top one will fire at the disrupted unit, 3 dice at 4 at that range. No, there's no call to fake it in the way. No. 3 dice at 4. 2 hits. 3 dice at 5 to save. 1 save, so he's now reduced. And then the next tank down in the same stack will fire at him again. 3 dice at 4. 2 hits. 3 dice at 5 to save. 1 save, so 1 hit gets through. Okay. Taking these patterns down quite nicely. Yeah. That concludes those 2 shooting there. That leaves me 3 of these vehicles. Right, this one will fire. Let's make sure wood might block. That wood does block, so he doesn't actually have line of sight. This one here does, but he's at 13 hex range. So that would increase the number to hit, because then they're at long range from 3 dice at 4 to 3 at 5. Okay. Right. As each of these stacks has also got 2 vehicles in them, I can't move into their hexes. So we'll do a bit of move and shoot. All right, which means they can move up to half their movement allowance and still shoot, though they will get a +1 on the hit, so they'll be hitting at 3 dice at 5, which is the same as at that range. So now the only thing that moving will give the Americans is the opportunity to fire back. I should clone that wreck. Yes. Yes, you can't opportunity fire back at someone that's shooting at you, but you can if they're moving. But I do need to get a move on. So this one will move and shoot. They'll go 1 to there. He's got line of sight. He'll try and take a shot. So drawing from the pack of AI, it's card number 18. For that tank, it is long range. So it looks at the long range. There is no fire order there. However, this boy has got line of sight too. He's got 11 hex range. So it will be long range for him as well. Actually, I think I'm only allowed to check once. So, well, look what that card says. Okay, so I've moved one so far. 2. All right, normal range now. So looking at the next card. Card 21, looking at the yellow priority. Okay, there is a fire order on the yellow priority. It's the third one along, but there is one in that, which means that they will fire. Okay, so it's normal range. So they're rolling 4 dice at 5. 2 hits. I'm rolling 3 dice at 5 to save. 1 save. He's disrupted. He's marked ops complete. Right. Moving the next tank, moving fire. Oh, once you're disrupted, you automatically stop at that point. So this will be 1. Yeah, you can see there. And he can see there. More effective with the leader. So let's see. Now again, that's long range. There is no long range order on the card I've just drawn, which is card 11. So no reaction fire there. Next hex is now normal range. Line of sight is clear. Okay, I'm looking at the yellow on card 64. There is a fire order on that, so they will fire. Right. So the Emma Abrams got 4 at 5, but because they've got the HQ, that gives them 6 dice at 5. Got lucky so far, 1 hit. Okay. Actually, oh, that's right. Yeah. Put myself in a tiz there. I thought, wait a minute, you can't see that. No, it's this unit's moving. Yeah, so 1 hit, and he's got 3 at 5 to save that 1 hit. He does indeed. So he's now ops complete. Okay, we've 2 so far. Moving here for 3. Blocked by the woods from that vehicle. That one can see me. Going through 1 wreck, but it requires 2, I think they call them hindrance terrains, for it to be blocked. I'm not sure hindrance is the right word, but it's effectively what it is. Okay, requires 2 of those to the block line of sight. Obstacle. This rule set, there are obstacles, 2 obstacles. So there's 2 wrecks along the route, or a cultivated and a wreck that would line of sight be blocked, but it's not. So 4 dice at 5, 2 hits, and I've got 3 dice at 5 save, 2 saves. Ops completed on him. Right, so this one's moved 3, so it can now fire. He would normally fire at 3. He's going to actually shoot at the Abrams that just shot at him. Why not? So he's got 3 dice at 4, but because of these moves, it makes it 3 dice at 5. No hits. That just leaves this vehicle here. as I say, there's 2 in each of these hexes, apart from that one. So you'd either have to move to go around, or I suppose you could take a shot at the Abrams on the hill, can't he? Let's have a look. Can you see him? Yeah, you can see him. He can't see him because of the woods, so he'll take a shot at the Abrams on the hill. Okay, so he'll be... I didn't actually look at the range on that. Let's just do that LOS again. 10. So yeah, he's within normal range. So he'll be rolling 3 dice at 4. 1 hit. He's elevated. It gives him an extra 1 bonus on the defense roll. So he's at 4 at 5, which will become 5 dice at 5. Yeah, easily shrugs that off. So, yeah, that completes the designated formation card activation. Next card out is the Abrams command. Okay, so first off, they remove the ops completed markers. That's the refresh step. Command status, the one they're all in command. There's no disruptions to remove, straight into the actions. So I will draw an action card for them. And it's card 62. On card 62, the yellow priority, which is normal range, first option, it says fire. So they're prepared to sit in a firefight with my tanks. Because of the multiple activations that each of these commands get, or possibility of actions, they do actually get more shots off than I do, even though I've got more tanks. So now with the command hurt severely, like losing 2 of them, that might swing the other way. But they've also got infantry armed with weapons here that can shoot down onto my T-72s as well. So, who do they actually target? Well, again, the card doesn't specify. So I'll use the same mythology that I would use. If you hit one, keep hitting it until it's gone. Because the last thing you want them is to recover. So if you can shoot one that's already disrupted, great. Unless there's an urgency to get someone out of a position terrain. I don't think anyone can actually see the already disrupted vehicle, no, and that is long range, which they aren't engaging at. So it's going through 1 rec, 11 hex range, normal range, 4 dice at 5 to hit. 4 dice at 5. That's 2 hits on the top vehicle. In fact, there's only 1 in there, so 2 hits. He's saving at 3 dice at 5. No saves. So he will be reduced and disrupted. And he's now ops complete. Okay. Roll the HQ. Okay, this has only got 1 hit remaining. Whereas he's be rolling 6 dice. So let's punish the lead unit there. Okay. So rolling 6 dice at 5s. Hit. Oh, got lucky. 4 at 5, yeah, 6 at 5. 1 hit. 3 at 5 to save. I still consider that lucky, even though I got disrupted on that. Well, it's complete twice. He is disrupted. There we go. All right. And the last one will then hit the same target, or try and hit 4 dice at 5. No hits. Right. That concludes that card, that command. Next. Okay. My infantry get to go. That means that card now goes back in the deck. My infantry now activated. In there. Right. Refresh that. Nothing to refresh. Command status. All these are in command. These units that are arriving from off board are also in command on the turn that they arrive. Okay, but I need to get them to near the HQ. Missile reload. We have here that needs to reload some missiles. 2d6 morale again 7 at the present moment. 5. So they, by the looks of it, successfully reload. So it's a transport ground vehicle. The missile reload attempt succeeds. Yeah. For a change, these guys brought some more ammo. Delete that. Right. Okay. No off-board artillery actions. Okay. Well, I need to get here as fast as possible. But I also need to bring these guys on. So we got some T-55s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, none of their armor can fire. And this woods here will pretty much block any other line of sight. So I'll bring two T-55s on together in the same place. And then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just mark those as complete. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My thinking here is these are amphibious vehicles, so they could actually cross at this point. It does take a whole action to cross from one side of the river to the other, but it then means I'm attacking this village, which I need for at least a draw, also to push through to over here. Does put a secondary threat. So we again, these can't be seen, so we'll put 2 of those there. Those are BMPs too, so they are better than what my infantry have been transported in. Okay. I can't go through that. It's got 2 tanks in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's only 1 in there. Yeah. Stacking limits in this game are hard. In other words, they apply during the movement phase. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ops completed. T-55 in there hasn't moved yet, so let me just pause to just check. Right, just checking terrain costs. So moving for vehicles through a city, that costs 2. Moving by roads, 1 each, that's 2. 3, 4, 5. Okay. We know they've got a dragon up here, but we really do need to take out that town. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got no minimum range on that. Okay. We'll do that next activation. 1, 2, 3. I can't see any reason why not yet. 4 to that. Right. I won't move the HQ just yet. See how far all these guys get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move 2 of those together. Right. Okay, so this, I'll move one of them, so let's put him back for the moment. Okay, the infantry here have line of sight, but no effect, but this vehicle here does. Now look at that is a 25 hex range, so it's got long range. It says it uses indirect, it's able to use indirect fire. That's what the grey triangle is. It's obviously got a straight line of sight to that BMP. BMP is vulnerable to HE. It's got light armor. One of the mistakes I was made in the first scenario I played is light armor are at risk from HE. So let's see if this will go fire. Now he's within, where's line of sight is 10. Okay. From memory, these guys do not have point blank or long range. It's just 25. So I'm looking at the yellow, drawing card 7. Yeah, offboard or onboard, indirect fire or fire, they're firing. Okay, so it's 3 dice at 5. Complete. That was a bit hairy. Okay. But now this one will move there as well. There is nothing that can fire on him at the present moment. So I'll mark those ops completed. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, in this system, you don't get any bonus for moving on road. What you do get is that they don't pay other terrain costs. So if we're going uphill and such forth, the road allows you to ignore the road effect. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, the road allows you to ignore the hill effect. 5. That's a long range mortar as well. Look at the range of that, 55. Again, off-board artillery. There are some recon units. These are useful. The enemy can't gain concealment whilst they're within 4, 5. Whilst they're within 5 hexes of those. So there's only one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. We'll just move him down there. All those ops completed now. Right. So The command range of my HQ is 5 hexes. So I need the HQ to be within 5 hexes of everybody. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah. So I will move these forward, and then the next command phase probably move him to the T55. So let's stick these guys. How many tanks are there? Just one. So 1, 2, 3. And I think we'll dismount the infantry for him now. Okay. Well, all these guys, ops complete. Right, that's that whole command done. Next card drawn. End of operations, first one. Next card drawn. Battlefield events. Okay, get the event table. 1, 2d6. 12. Missile resupply, one side. Has anybody got anyone out of missiles? No. Says remove all missile ammo out markers from, well, there are no one who's got missile out. So that's an event that doesn't apply. So as I said, as my second house rule, I will now roll. And if it's a 7, one side will be affected by electronic warfare. It's an 8. Okay. So no electronic warfare, so it's a non-event. Okay. Next card. Okay, it's the infantry over here. So removing that. Okay. That was there for refresh. Command status. We've got everyone in command. Missile, no missiles to reload, no disrupted units, no off-board artillery, into their actions. So I've drawn a card for them. It is card number 39. Okay. So this one has got no one within line of sight. Oh, yes, he has. All these boys. He's on level 2. This is level 1. There'll be one blocking hex behind it because it's one hex away, so you can't see there, but you can definitely see over here. All right, and he's got a range on that weapon of 4, which has got an extended range of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's got an extended range, which on the card 39 says execute counter actions. Okay, so their counter actions are on the defense. Moving through condition 1, no. Condition 2, AEO within line of sight of most units, move and fire. Okay. Well, of this formation, none of them can really apply that one. Condition 4 will apply, and he will get to fire. All right, so he might as well fire down here, the closest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 3 dice at 4, extended range. 3 dice at 5s to hit. 2 hits. Okay, 2 hits. 3 dice at 5. He has got reactive armor. That's what the orange triangle means. So he'll be rolling 3 dice at 4. Improves his armor. effectively against anti-tank guided missiles, which this is. So 3 dice at 4. Save. He does save those. He's now marked ops complete. This guy has got no one within range, so he'll be looking at the secondary orders on this card 39. Got line of sight, but way out of range. And none of those apply. So at that point, I do draw a separate card. Okay, this is card 61. Highest firepower AO furthest from a disrupted unit. Fire. He's the furthest one from a disrupted unit. He could fire. Here, let's have a look. Yes. Okay. So, 3 dice at 5. That's 1 hit. Oh, my bad. He can't affect that because he's heavy armor. That's a HE shot. So, the second option will mean he would fire at one of those. 3 dice at 5. He got a hit. It's rolling 1 dice at 5 to save. Didn't, so he disrupted one of these units. Okay. What's completed? That was looking actually at him, which brought him to fire. This guy, again using card 61, he's got no one within range. Nowhere can move it into cover. It then goes on to the fourth option in the secondary order, says highest firepower AEO closest to victory objective. Marked ops complete. Okay, so he's just sitting there, not reacting at the present moment. Okay, that's them finished. Next card. Back over to the Abrams. So hopefully you'll be able to see that this is why it is solo friendly straight out of the box, even without using the solo assistant. Just do not know which order these cards will appear. Okay, so the Abrams are ready to go again. So going through the sequence, we know they've got nothing to refresh. They've got no disrupted units, so we're straight into the action phase. Okay, so drawing a card for them. Card 65. We have enemy within the yellow band, and it says again, fire. All right. So there are disrupted units of mine around. So this one here will have fire at my disrupted unit there. So he's rolling 4 dice at 5. 1 hit. I'm rolling 3 dice at 5 to save. No save. So that unit there is now reduced. Okay. That's him. Box complete. Go on the HQ, firing at a fresh target because, well, no, fire at the same target. Yes, because the hits can overhit. So he's rolling 6 dice at 4, 6 dice at 5. 1, 2 hits. Okay, 3 at 5 to save. 1 save. So 1 goes through. He is now a wreck. Let's wreck. Bring up the casualties. That's the first actual loss. Okay. That sort of marker comes off on the side there. Don't need do those now. All right. And then their last one, can you see there? He can. So he'll fire at the disrupt unit. It again is 4 dice at 5, 1 hit, 3 dice at 5 to save, 1 save. Okay. Yes, I do like a tidy battlefield. Okay, again, things get in the way. Right. So we know that's the last time they're activating this turn. That is the second round of operations. Operations are completed. So who didn't activate this turn? I believe it's the blue. Let's just double check. They didn't activate under their own card, but they did under the designated formation. So yeah, there's the 2 blue. So I will put the blue here, HQ, put one of those back in there, return to formation deck, everything there. Should be just one of those yet, just one of those. Ready for next turn. Let's clear up the map, the admin, counters. There's no smoke or anything like that around. So endeth turn 4. Moving on to turn 5, which I'll do as a separate video. Thank you for joining me for this. Like and subscribe. Any comments? Anything I missed? Disagree with the way I'm running the AI? Let me know. And please join me on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.